Hello, my name is Penny7. Welcome back to IL2 Sturmvik, the tank crew module part of this. And today we're going to be doing something different than normal. I'm actually going to be testing the penetration on the M4 Sherman's gun. Specifically, we're going to start off with the M61 armor-piercing shells, and then after that we're going to go to the M72 armor-piercing shells, just to see how well they do in game. On the range, starting at about 300 meters is our first set of targets. We have a Tiger, a Panzer 4G, and a Panzer 3M with the search skin armor package added on as well. And then 30 meters off to the left of them is another group angled to 45 degrees. Again, Tiger, Panzer 4G, and a shirt skin Panzer 3M. And then at about 800 meters away, there is another group 0 degrees on, and then another group at 45, just to test the penetration at those kind of ranges. Now, there is one thing that I have had to do in order to prevent problems, as I'll call them. And also, I'll leave the icons on because they've improved the damage models so that a dead tank can still look like a live tank, which I quite like. But either way, I've had to set us to neutral as well as the AI. If I don't set us to neutral, and I set the AI to neutral, the following happens.
Let me fire when ready.
Yeah, not very neutral, are they? Someone really needs to teach the AI the meaning of the word neutral. It means they don't get involved. Not immediately all turn towards us and go, "Fire! You may fire when ready." And destroy us. Either way, let us begin the testing. There's the bar, and since we're neutral, they should not engage. There we go, we'll zoom in, just so we can see a little bit better. We'll start off with the Panzer 3 at the range, so we'll put 3 or 4 shots into each, so we'll say 4. So, first shot. Of course, that's going to come up. Second shot. Yeah, it looks like we actually knocked off some shirt skin there. And third shot. I also be recording this as well. Fourth shot. Well, the Panzer III survived. But it looks like some damage has been taken. We'll actually have a look at the replay in order to see. Next is the Panzer IV. Second shot. And he's been eliminated. For completion's sake, we'll put the 4 shots into him. Fourth shot is the next one. There we go. And then last in our first group is the Tiger. Again, don't expect much from this, but we'll do it anyway. Because this shell doesn't even have the armor penetration to begin with at point blank range, so this is more formality than anything. Second shot. Third shot. Let's actually aim for the lower plate. And fourth shot. Hit. That actually might have penetrated. I cannot tell from this point here. We'll have to look again. Alright, second group. Angle more towards 45 degrees. We'll again start with the Panzer III and move to the Tiger. First shot. Has eliminated the Panzer III. So that applique armor on the front actually does help a good bit. Second shot. Third shot. Fourth shot. We've knocked the rest of the shirt skin off. And he has definitely been dead. Next is our Panzer 4. First shot. Pulling the tracks off, I can tell that much. Second shot. Has detonated the ammunition rack. There's no point actually continuing to fire the shots. Alright, finally, our Tiger. First shot. Second shot. Looks like it may have thrown the track. Third shot. Again, I don't know if these are penetrating or not. And fourth shot. And that actually, you saw that ricochet. There we go. The roughly 300 meter range testing is complete. Both Panzer 4s have been killed, and one Panzer 3 has been killed. The front-on Panzer 3 has actually managed to survive, and the Tiger, as expected at this range, has suffered no damage. From front on. From the side, looks like he's thrown the track. Next up, we'll move to the 800 meter range. We're just about there. We'll start with the Panzer 3 again. Nope, that's low. So, second shot. Solid hit. But no real evident damage. Actually, no, looks like he's been knocked out. Third shot. We'll do the formality, though. And fourth shot. So it looks like it has been eliminated. But we'll continue on. And that first shot actually knocked out that Panzer 4. Interesting. Second shot. Third shot. And fourth shot. Alright, and then I don't expect anything to happen to the Tiger, but we'll do it anyway. That's the first shot away. Second shot. Third shot. And fourth shot. And I think I may have blown the tracks up the front of the Tiger. Next, our 45-ish degree angle test. First shot against the Panzer 3. And that's actually eliminated him. Wonder why that guy survived at close range then. He might have just got really lucky. That's 3. And that's 4. And that's Church and fallen off. For formality's sake, we'll go and do the Panzer 4. Which actually survived that shot. It's a shot 2. Blown his tracks off and actually killed it. Shot 3. And shot 4. And then the Tiger, for formality's sake only, because at that kind of angle, it's not going to penetrate. Might blow its tracks off. I'll be very surprised if it actually does penetrate. 2. That was low, but 3. And that's our 4 shots. So we could actually... we can't do this in the live game. We'll have to go back to replay. And I'll jump over to the replay real quick. And then we'll reset and go to... well, actually, can I... No, we can just do this. Of course. So, I'll start with the tiger on the right. Tiger on the right. It's appeared to suffer damage. Possibly penetrated the lower front plate, but can't tell. Other than that, he is still alive and kicking. With no track damage and I don't think any engine damage, so he probably would have killed us already by now. This Panzer IV has died. It's lost its track, both tracks, and it's actually been eliminated by the game. I want to see that Panzer III. This one here. This Panzer III must be the luckiest bugger ever. Oh, you know what happened? 3 of the 4 bounced off, and only the last one actually penetrated. And we have completely blown the additional applique armor off the front of the tank with that. So the applique armor actually did serve its job and saved this Panzer III from destruction. Then we have the 45-degree Tiger. The 245 Panzer III and Panzer IVs both died, but the Tiger actually appears to have suffered at this range not much damage, as it kind of expected. It's curled up the corner, but it still appears to be fully operational from all intents and purposes. This is the long-range Tiger. Looks like, yes it is. Again, no signs of penetrations. Looks like they all bounced off or broke on the armor, but no actual looking like penetrating hits on the tank. The tracks on the front have been knocked off. Armor's pelted, but she's still alive and kicking. That's a destroyed Panzer IV. Which Tiger is this? This is the front. No, this is the long range. That Panzer IV is dead, yep. Which one is this? Alright, that's the long range 45 one. Long range 45. Tiger has had its track blown off, so it's been immobilized. But other than that, it appears to be fully combat capable with no penetrating hits. And then this is the 45 Panzer IV, which has died and had its track blown off. That's fully expected. So you're the 45, you're the front on, and then you're the front on. Alright. Yeah, this front on one at long range appears to have no damage at all. Other than, you know, the damage from the shell impacts, but nothing seems to have penetrated the tank. So there we go. That's that testing done. Now let's see how well the Tiger stands up. It's finished spectate because of the fact that it's all neutral. Let's see how well the Tiger does against a well, how well the M2 does with just the armor piercing shells loaded. Oh, so I like that little splash screen that came up. There we go. Unpause. And we'll start once again, as normal, with the front on, well, mostly front on tests from this range. Oh, so actually begin recording. Shot 1. So that has blown the applique armor off. Shot 2 has gone into the gun mantlet. Shot 3 has hit and appears to have penetrated the tank. That or bounced. Shot 4 hit. Possible penetration, but still alive. That or it bounced. Although I didn't see it bounce, but that's the Panzer 3M, surprisingly enough, at this range proving actually quite tough, despite at longer ranges proving quite fragile, which is quite interesting. Alright, Panzer 4 hit and appears to have penetrated. Shot 2. Shot 3. And shot 4. Oh, he's actually still alive. Maybe because shots have bounced. We'll have to see. Our Tiger. Shot 1. Has hit and gone into the track area. Let's try and hit the upper front plate, because that's roughly where we're aiming for the other ones. Shot 2. Has hit. Don't know if it's penetrated or not. Shot 3. Hit again, not known if it penetrated. And shot 4. There we go. We'll have to see if there's any actual penetration hits or not. Our 45-degree test. Panzer 3. First shot. Has hit and appears to have penetrated. Shot 2. Yeah, it definitely looks like they're penetrating all the way through. Shot 3. And shot 4. Our Panzer 4G hit, and it has actually killed the Panzer 4. So we'll do formality. Second shot. Third shot has actually detonated the Panzer 4, and that's all we're going to need there. Our Tiger, I-45. First shot. It's gone in, hasn't bounced. Second shot. Third shot. And the fourth shot. Alright. Next long range. This Panzer 3. It's actually short. So, shot 1. Well, definitely penetrated. It's actually gone into the engine. Shot 2. Shot 3. And shot 4. All good hits. No death though, at least not immediately. First shot in the Panzer 4. Shot 2. That shell actually looks like it bounced, possibly. Nope, it has gone through and killed it. Shot 3. And shot 4. And then our Tiger friend. Shot number 1. That appears to have bounced. Shot 2 is a definite hit. Shot 3 was actually low. So we'll give it another shot. Shot 3. To be fair, I don't know where that went. And there, we'll call it shot 4. I don't know where that third shot went. And then the 45-ish test. Shot number 1. Shot 2. Shot 3. And shot 4. And there we go. And the Panzer. First shot has blown the tracks off and has actually killed it. Shot 2 for formality's sake. Shot number 3. And 4th shot. And then finally, our 45-ish degree Tiger. And shot 2. Shot number 3. And 4th and final shot. And that appears to have definitely hit. There we go. That is rounds complete. So, first on our apparent list is our 45-degree-ish Tiger. And I don't know. Maybe some penetrations? Oh, that Panzer 4 down there just blew up. Alright then. Slow burn then, I guess. I actually can't see any penetrations on this, despite knowing the hit. Then again, there's not any marks on either side. And that Panzer 4 just brewed up. So, delayed explosive reactions on the Panzer 4s. Downrange. Yes, the Tiger's suffered some damage, it appears. But, I don't think at this angle it's not doing too well. This Tiger over here, front on. Again, it's hard to tell, because at point blank range it's just over 100 millimeters, and at 500 meters, which is not super distant from where this Tiger is sitting. This Tiger is sitting 300 meters roughly away. It's down below 91, which is less than the frontal armor of the Tiger, at least the upper hull. I'm not sure about the lower hull. So maybe the lower hull shot might have gone through. In fact, the lower hull shot from the other one may have gone through, but there's no evident damage other than missing side plating. So again, it may be just outside that range of actual penetration. This Panzer 4 has somehow survived. Of course, there's no damage model for him, so we can't look at him. That Panzer 4. I want to go look at the Panzer 3 here. Yeah, this guy. This guy is lucky, I guess. The shirt skin was blown off of the front. But other than that, he is relatively okay. Of course, I can't tell the state inside without actually I won't be able to tell that, but from looking at the outside, he's relatively okay. And that may be the case with the Tiger over there on the 45 as well. He may actually be gunner dead, driver dead, commander dead, basically completely out of action. It's just you can't tell. Actually, this guy may have actually taken a hit to the gun. I think this was the guy hit in the front upper plate. And this guy, we definitely know penetrated because he's missing shirt skin on the front and on the back. So it penetrated straight through the tank on the 45 here. Yeah, roughly at that angle, that additional armor is not enough to bounce off the shot. However, the shirt skin on the actual hull front of the tank has survived, surprisingly enough. I'm betting this guy's engine is totally destroyed. Maybe dead crew inside, but he's still counted as being alive as part of the game. And then here's our back guy. He has, well, he's not in a good way. He's missing the shirt skin on the front of the tank that has completely blown off. And it looks like he suffered penetrating hits through... Yeah, those kind of look like they're penetrating hits through the bottom of the hull and through there into the engine. Yeah, and then maybe some glances off from there. I will say one thing, it is semi-hard to tell what is an actual hit and what's just an additional thing added on for texture. Because this is the front-on guy, and same with the Tiger, and yet the Tiger's missing side plating and is damaged down the side. Like, that is one major criticism I'd like to have. It makes doing these type of things actually kind of difficult. And then this should be our 45 Panzer III. Yep, which at this range actually held up fairly well. I don't know if the shirt skin took a direct hit or not, but he's lost his track. But he doesn't appear to have suffered any hits to the turret area. Actually, no. Maybe there, but again, it's hard to tell if that's just a damage decal or an actual hit. And again, maybe penetration on the front hull. But again, hard to tell. But yeah, he is immobile, which at the moment in tank crew is as good as a kill, since he's basically just now pillboxed. And then back to the Tigers. Well, we switch forward to the rearmost Tigers. So this rear Tiger here, again, he's had the track armor, the track on the front blown off, and hits on the hull front. No hits to turret. But other than that, again, possible penetrations on the lower plate. Maybe, but all in all, it appears to have done fairly well. And then this Tiger, this is 45-degree Tiger, is doing fairly okay. I'm actually going to see about something real quick. Just pump a couple rounds into these guys. Let's see if we can't kill them. And let's see if no more penetration markers appear. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at the old Panzer III here. Yes. This is the one at the front? Yes, this is the one at the front. Where it's surprisingly survivable at the moment against this type of shell. Yeah, no, it's Hard to tell if that shot actually penetrated or not. I mean, it should penetrate. It only has 50 millimeters of armor, I think, with the shirt skin removed. Even then, with the shirt skin, it's not that much better. I mean, it's enough to stop anti-tank rifles, but not enough for stop this gun. Yeah, that's a major criticism. It's hard to tell whether or not you've got penetrating hits or just a damaged decal. Because I definitely hit that head on in the upper hull, but no real joy. So, to finalize our test, we're just going to move closer to this Tiger and put a couple rounds into it with the shells that will actually penetrate, and then also do it the same with the more flat-sided Tiger and just see how that goes. There we go, we're about 200 meters away now. Is that actually a penetration marker? No. I thought a penetration marker appeared. Let's go for the right side. That was the track. Now. Yeah, this is the target we're looking at. Man, no, it's hard to... I wish it were easy to tell what was penetrating hits, what wasn't. Because that should possibly penetrate at that range. But it is just simply hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know if these shots are just simply not penetrating, or they are penetrating and there's no new damage model. Okay, so let's close it to basically point blank range. Which is roughly about here. This is basically 0. That should be penetrating. If it doesn't penetrate, well, I wouldn't be too happy. It may actually be the case that the crew in the hull are dead, and just a case of killing the crew in the turret for knocking out the Tiger. No, he is definitely still alive. Nope, we're actually, no, we are actually penetrating and going through the hull. You can see the engine's actually getting hit now. So no, we are actually penetrating at this range. It's just a case of, you have to get really close and also really persistent. Because it's hard to tell what's penetrating, what's not. For that matter, this guy, who's somehow alive, chew on that. No, the crew's bailing out now. Or would be, rather. I guess it's one way to tell with those Panzer 3s whether or not the turret's open or not. Or the commander's hatch is open. So pretty sure the commander is just bailed out. Now, the Tiger on the first will just put a shot into you. Yeah, that definitely worked that time. I guess it's just angle. And yeah, that has no problem penetrating the Tiger at this angle. At this range. And someone actually managed to survive. and they didn't any longer. So yeah. My verdict this is... carry some armor-piercing rounds with you, the solid slug. It's useful for very close range against the tiger, but don't try and kill a tiger head-on or angled. Go for the side at all times, effectively. That's where your best penetration is going to lie. And then for everything else, use the APHE shell. It has enough penetration to kill the Panzer 3s and the Panzer 4s at most ranges and most angles fairly easily. The armor piercing just will penetrate, it just doesn't do nearly as much damage, and it's hard to tell whether or not you're actually bouncing or penetrating with the armor piercing, the solid slug, compared to the APHE. But thank you all for watching, and hopefully you might find something helpful in all this, or maybe just confirm the fact of what you thought already, which was don't engage targets from the front.